Okay, so we were discussing the first lesson of our history, the advent of Europeans to India. Already we have discussed about 3 Carnatic wars. Today we are going to study about 2 more wars, okay, which led to the establishment of British power in India. Means very confidently, very comfortably, British could establish their power in India after the results of these 2 battles. Okay, so first one is the Battle of Plassey. The Battle of Plassey was fought in the year 1757. Okay, so in the year 1757, the Battle of Plassey was fought. Now we have to understand what was the condition there in Bengal before this Battle of Plassey, which took place in the year 1751. I'll share the screen for you. Bengal. Okay. See, Bengal, they were always the leaders. Yaude vichara barli, West Bengal or Bengal region, they were the leaders. Okay, yaude vichara. So they were leading in the field of industries. They were leading in the field of agricultural production, trade, commerce, okay, literature, arts, dance, everything. They were leading. Even if you take social reformation movement, again, if you take your first war of Indian independence, Indian freedom struggle, in all these events, the Bengalis led whole India. So whatever steps Bengalis took, no, whole India followed them, and the revolution type started in India. Means everywhere, whatever field we may take, Bengalis led India always. So during that time, during 1757 time, Bengal, it constituted. So in the Bengal region, you had today's West Bengal state, Orissa state, Bihar state, and also today's Bangladesh. Okay, so it was a large province. Bengal province was a large province. It included West Bengal and Bangladesh. With that, today's Orissa state and Bihar state, that much large it was. You understood, no? Can you imagine how large it was? So, ishtu dodd region agittu, and Bengal region was leading in agriculture, commerce, trade, and also in the industrial field. So, British, they started their, they had purchased 3 places, no? Sultanauti, Govindapur, and Kalikatta, and they had established their St. William's fort there. Kolkata city was growing. So during this time, East India Company was making lots of profit, and the reason for earning that much of profit was the issue of dastaks by Mughal ruler Farooq Shah. Okay, sorry, Farooq Siyar. What was his name? Farooq Siyar. You should remember this person's name. He was a Mughal ruler. Again, I will repeat his name for you, Farooq Siyar. So this Farooq Siyar had issued dastaks for British. So you should understand what were these dastaks. So dastaks were a license to the British traders, East India Company. With the help of these dastaks, East India Company could transport the goods, import the goods, and export the goods without paying any tax to the government. Okay, it was a favor from the Mughal rulers side to the British. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? So government ಗೆ one of the main sources of income is taxes, right? So ಈ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇನೆಯ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಫಾರ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್, ದ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇನ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ರೀಜನ್. Mughal ruler Farooq Siyar had provided this one to British. Understood, no? The meaning of dastaks. British could transport any goods, they could export or import any goods without paying any tax. That is why the trade was profitable for them. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಗೂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟದೇನೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಗೂಡ್ಸಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ವಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ಮೋರ್? ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಹಣ ಕೊಡೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಆ ಗೂಡ್ಸಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಟ್ರೇಡರ್ಸ್? They had to pay the tax to the government. So the price of the goods produced by Indians, it was comparatively higher. Understood? So ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಗೂಡ್ಸಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು because they were not paying the tax. But the price of the goods sold by the Indian traders, it was little higher because they were paying the tax to the government. ಹೌದಾ? So all the Indians, means the people, always what do they opt? They will opt the goods which are available at lesser price, right? That is why the including Indian people, they started to purchase the goods sold by East India Company. So East India Company sold more goods and it became more rich. Okay, it started to earn more wealth. So in this way, Dastaks helped the British East India Company to earn more and more profit. So who had introduced or who had given this Dastaks to the British East India Company? It was none other than your Mughal ruler Farooq Siyar. Okay. Then afterwards what happened? Mughal Empire became weak. The local rulers, they declared themselves independent. No. So the Nawabs of Bengal, they started opposing the use of this dastaks. ಇನ್ನು ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಕೆಟ್ಟದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ dastaks were ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು, ಅವ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಸ್ತಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಿತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ. ಆದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ದಸ್ತಕ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. Okay, so on one hand, British East India Company was using this dastaks. On the other hand, the officers of British East India Company also had started to use these dastaks. Bari East India Company ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. These officers of British East India Company also had started their own trade in their personal names. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ದಸ್ತಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಿಸ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. So it resulted in heavy loss for the treasure of Bengal. Okay, that is why what happened? The Nawabs of Bengal, they started to oppose the use of these dastaks. So two important Nawabs were there. One is your Alivardi Khan and second one is your Murshid Ali Khan. I have underlined the names of these two Nawabs. You can see, no, Murshid Ali Khan and Alivardi Khan. So these two Nawabs, they started opposing the use of dastaks, but they couldn't stop it. They couldn't take it back. Okay, because British were growing powerful at that time. No, ಇವರಿಗೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ವೈರತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. At the same time, they were not ready to suffer that loss for the government. Okay, then what happened next, that we have to see. So Battle of Plassey. Dastak was introduced by Farooq Siyar, Mughal ruler. Ashwit, you have typed a question there, no? Farooq Siyar. His name is also underlined there in the page. Can you see? Farooq Siyar. Ashwit, unmute yourself and answer me.
Yes, Mataji.
You got the answer, no, Madi?
Yes.
Okay. Next. Battle of Plassey. So, as a result of this misuse of dastak only, Battle of Plassey occurred. It occurred in the year 1757. Okay. So, before going to Battle of Plassey, again you can see the definition. What dastak means, that is defined there. Can you see? Okay. What is the meaning of dastak? That is defined there. Once you go through that. Now, coming to Battle of Plassey. Battle of Plassey was fought between Sirajud Dawla and the British. Okay, Sirajuddaulah was the grandson of Alivardi Khan. Alivardi Khan died in the year 1756. He was serving as the Nawab of Bengal at that time. He died in the year 1756, and this young Sirajuddaulah became the Nawab of Bengal in the year 1756. Okay, then Sirajuddaulah, he opposed this Dastaks very much, but next what happened that we have to see. So what led to the Battle of Plassey? First cause is misuse of Dastak itself. What were the other two causes? That we have to see. Now you understood, no? Battle of Plassey took place in the year 1757. It is visible to you, and it was fought between whom? Sirajuddaulah and the British. Okay. Now, what were the causes for Battle of Plassey? It is our next question. Causes for causes. Okay. See, there were three important causes for Battle of Plassey. One is misuse of Dastaks. So, Sirajuddaulah opposed misuse of Dastaks, but British East India Company and the British officers, they did not stop misusing this Dastaks. So, it led to heavy loss for the treasure of Bengal government. So, Sirajuddaulah opposed that. He was very angry about that. Then comes the next important cause, that is mending of the fort without taking permission. See, this St. William's Fort, it was located in Bengal province. So British had to take the permission of Nawab if they wanted to do something with that fort. Okay. So British, what did they do? They did not take the permission of Sirajuddaulah, the Nawab. Without taking his permission, they started to repair their fort. Mending. Okay, mending means to repair. So what did the British do? They fixed the cannons. ಹಂಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿತ್ತೇನೋ. But what did they do? They fixed the cannons. Okay, cannons. ಫಿರಂಗಿಗಳನ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. Sirajuddaulah opposed that. Even after this, British did not refix those cannons. Okay, they did not take back the cannons which were fixed by them. Sirajuddaulah was very angry, and that is why he attacked St. William's Fort. Okay, so this is called what? Black room tragedy or black hole tragedy. You can have these two words in your history books: black hole tragedy or black room tragedy. So after attacking St. William's Fort, Sirajuddaulah captured the fort. He imprisoned some 146 British soldiers, and he imprisoned them in a very small room. So that room, it is famous as black room or black hole. Out of 146 British soldiers, 123 soldiers died. So British were very angry. So these three were the causes for the Battle of Plassey. So one is misuse of the Dastaks. Second one is mending of Fort Williams without permission. Third one is black room tragedy. Then what was the course of the war? What happened next? Okay, so already Sirajuddaulah has captured St. William's Fort. During that time, Robert Clive was serving as the chief officer of East India Company. So he was very clever person. Okay, I'm sorry. After this Battle of Plassey, Robert Clive took that chief officer's place. Before Battle of Plassey, he was just a clerk in British East India Company, but he was very wise person. So what did he do? Already he had understood the nature of Indian people. So he had understood that Indian people were corrupt. Okay, they were not united. They were greedy. All these things were observed by Robert Clive. That is why, what did he do? He made some agreements with the local people. Who were those local people? Wait for a while. Better class 3. Okay. So what did Robert Clive do? He made agreement with four main people of Bengal. One is Omi Chand, second one is Manik Chand, okay, third one is Jagat Seth, and fourth one is Mir Jafar. So Omi Chand, Manik Chand, and Jagat Seth, they were the traders of Bengal. This Jagat Seth was a great financier in Bengal. So, but this Mir Jafar, he was the commander of Sirajuddaulla's army. Okay, so Mir Jafar was the commander of Sirajuddaulla's army. Robert Clive made agreement with Mir Jafar. He told that if English defeat this Sirajuddaulah, he will appoint Mir Jafar as the next Nawab, and that is why he asked for the support of Mir Jafar in the battle. Okay, so Mir Jafar, he wanted to become the Nawab of Bengal. Bari Senadipati agidಕೊಂಡು ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡಲಿ, I will become the Nawab. So Mir Jafar thought like that, and he accepted the offer of British. And when the war took place, he remained neutral. So with all these developments, means with all these agreements, our Robert Clive attacked Sirajuddaulah in the place Plassey. Now also this place is located in Bengal, and this place is famous by this name only. Okay, so Sirajuddaulah was attacked by Robert Clive in the year 1757. Mir Jafar remained neutral. ಯುದ್ಧನೇ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ Mir Jafar. Okay, Jagat Seth, Omni Seth, Manik Chand, they supported Robert Clive financially. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರು. And as a result, what happened? Sirajuddaulah was defeated. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದಿನ ಯುದ್ಧನೂ ನಡೀಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದ್ ಎರಡು ದಿನ ಕೂಡ ಯುದ್ಧ ನಡೀಲಿಲ್ಲ. Sirajuddaulah was defeated and he was killed. Okay, it is the very direct result of your Battle of Plassey. Understood? Now let us understand other results of Battle of Plassey. First result is Sirajuddaulah was defeated and killed. What were the other results? That let us see. Okay, so Sirajuddaulah was defeated. Sirajuddaulah was defeated and killed. It is the first result. Then second one is, after Sirajuddaulah, Mir Jafar became the new Nawab of Bengal. Okay, because British had promised him, no. Mir Jafar became the new Nawab. Second point. Okay. Then third thing is, British got exclusive right to trade in Bengal. Exclusive right. Whatever dastaks they were using, no, adannelladakku Mir Jafar, he gave permission. Okay. Then fourth one is, Mir Jafar paid 17 crores 70 lakhs rupees to British as the war compensation. Sirajuddaulah Fort Williams ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಲ್ವಾ, ಅದು ಟು ಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಡೂ? ದೇ ಗಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ದೇ ಗಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ Mir Jafar. Okay, so Mir Jafar now he is the puppet in the hands of British. So this is the fourth result. Then fifth one is, after the Battle of Plassey, British understood that Indians were not united, they were greedy, and they had some immoral qualities. Okay, they were not loyal to their rulers. ಅದಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. The Battle of Plassey brought out immorality, disunity, and also your greediness of Indians to in front of the British. Understood? So these were the results of Battle of Plassey. Okay, so with the victory in the Battle of Plassey, British could first the British started consolidating their power in India. 1757 Carnatic region nalli again they had to fight one more war, no, with French. Third Carnatic War took place from 1756 to 1763. So this Battle of Plassey took place in the year 1757. Okay, so after this Battle of Plassey, Mir Jafar gave many places to British. ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಉಡುಗೊರೆಯಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ in news you may listen, okay, 24 Pargana district anta, north 24 Pargana district, south 24 Pargana district. Now also always in Hindi news these two districts names they take, okay. So it is called 24 Pargana district because these 24 villages were given by Mir Jafar to British. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಅವಿಷ್ಟು 24 ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಾಟ್ 24 ವಿಲೇಜಸ್, ದೋಸ್ 24 ವಿಲೇಜಸ್ ನೌ ದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ 2 districts, north 24 Pargana district, south 24 Pargana district. Within 5 minutes meeting will end. You have to join the meeting with the same link. Okay, so this is about Battle of Plassey. So far let us revise what we have studied, children. We have understood that Bengal was the leader of India always. Okay, it may be if we take downfall also, it started in Bengal only. Upliftment also started in Bengal only. So Bengal led India in all the matters. Okay, then afterwards you have learned that Farooq Siyar, Mughal ruler, he had issued dastaks to British East India Company. Okay, so with the help of that, British could trade without paying the tax. Tax free trade they were enjoying. Okay, then misuse of dastaks. The dastaks were misused by the British officers also for their personal gain. East India Company jote British officers also misused. Okay, and for their personal gain, that you have seen. It led to what, children? Heavy loss to the treasure of Bengal. So then what happened in the year 1757? The Battle of Plassey took place. The Battle of Plassey took place for 3 reasons: misuse of dastaks, the next one is mending of Fort Williams without taking the permission of Nawab, third one is Black Room tragedy. It was fought between Sirajud-Dowla and the British. Then how cleverly Robert Clive made agreements with 4 important people of Bengal. Who were they? Omi Chand, Manik Chand, third one is Jagat Seth, fourth one is your Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar was the commander of Sirajud-Dowla's army. In the Battle of Plassey, Mir Jafar remained neutral, and that is why Sirajud-Dowla was defeated and killed in the Battle of Plassey. Okay, we have studied about the results of Battle of Plassey. So again you go through the results of Battle of Plassey, causes and results. You can expect 1 4-mark question for your examination. Okay, yes, go through the results. Again, I have told you 5 results. 4 they have mentioned. 1 I have told, the direct result. Defeat of Sirajud-Dowla and his death. Okay, yes.